शंकराचार्य मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओम श्री विश्वनाथाय नमः। ओम श्री शंकराचार्याय नमः। ओम श्री सद्गुरुशिवानंदाय नमः। नारायण समारंभाम् आचार्यत्रयमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओम श्री दत्तात्रेयाय नमः। ओम श्री दक्षिणामूर्ते नमः। ओम श्री बादरायणाय नमः। ओम श्री हयग्रीवाय नमः। ओम श्री शंकराचार्याय नमः। ओम श्री रामानुजाचार्याय नमः। ओम श्री मध्वाचार्याय नमः। ओम श्री वल्लभाचार्याय नमः। ओम श्री निम्बार्काचार्याय नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण चैतन्याय नमः। ओम श्री सद्गुरु शिवानंदाय नमः। आदौ ब्रह्मा मध्ये विष्णुरन्ते देवः सदाशिवः मूर्तित्रय स्वरूपाय दत्तात्रेय नमोस्तुते। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां श्रेये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्ते नमः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मणे वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणा ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवोपास्महे। गुरुवे सर्वलोकानां धिषे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्ते नमः। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शंकरं लोकशंकरम्। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमः शिवानंदाय गुरुवे सच्चिदानंदमूर्ते निष्प्रपंचाय शांताय निरालंबाय तेजसे। त्वं विष्णुर्विरिञ्चिस्त्वं त्वं च देवो महेश्वरः त्वं चैव शक्तिरूपासि निर्गुणस्त्वं सनातनः। ओम नमो भगवते शिवानंदाय। ओम नमो भगवते शिवानंदाय। ओम नमो भगवते शिवानंदाय। ओम नमो भगवते शिवानंदाय। हरिः ओम। सद्गुरुनाथा श्री गुरुनाथा जय गुरुनाथा। ओम गुरुनाथा सद्गुरुनाथा श्री गुरुनाथा जय गुरुनाथा। ओम गुरुनाथा सद्गुरुनाथा श्री गुरुनाथा जय गुरुनाथा। ओम गुरुनाथा सद्गुरुनाथा श्री गुरुनाथा जय गुरुनाथा शिवानंद। भगवान की दत्तात्रेय 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 पाहि मां। दत्तगुरु 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 रक्ष मां। दत्तात्रेय 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 नमः। दत्तगुरु 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 शरणं। शंकराचार्य 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 पाहि मां। भगवत्पाद 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 रक्ष मां। सद्गुरुदेव 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 नमः। ओम श्री गुरुदेव श्री गुरुदेव श्री गुरुदेव शरणम्। दत्तगुरु जय दत्तगुरु पूर्ण गुरु अवधूत गुरु दत्तगुरु Dattatreya Tava Charanam Sadgurunatha Bhavaharanam.
Dattatreya Tava Charanam Sadgurunatha Bhavaharanam.
Datta Guru Jaya Datta Guru Purna Guru Avadhuta Guru.
Datta Guru Jaya Datta Guru Purna Guru Avadhuta Guru.
Dattatreya Tava Sharanam Sadgurunatha Bhavaharanam.
Dattatreya Tava Charanam Sadgurunatha Bhavaharanam.
Datta Guru Jaya Datta Guru Purna Guru Avadhuta Guru.
Datta Guru Jaya Datta Guru Purna Guru Avadhuta Guru.
Hari Om. Worshipful homage unto the Supreme Being. The Guru of all Gurus. The eternal Guru. The beginningless and endless Guru, who is of the very nature of wisdom consciousness, Jnana Swarupa. The ocean of gnosis, the ocean of jnana, Ananta Jnana Sagara. From whom all the Gurus since the dawn of creation became enlightened, and in their turn became his representatives in this human world. They became sources of wisdom, sources of awakening and sources of enlightenment. But the source of their own illumination and wisdom is the supreme, beginningless, endless reality, who is of the very nature of divine wisdom. To him, worshipful homage. May his grace be upon all. Loving adorations upon revered and beloved Holy Master Gurudev Sri Swami Shivanand Maharaj. Who was not only a great karma yogin, always all people in society who are social service oriented, politicians, they always referred to him as the greatest karma yogin. Swami Shivananda in our own times, one of the greatest selfless, disinterested workers for the welfare of all humanity. His one goal was world welfare. All should awaken from the slumber of ignorance. All should awaken from this ignorance which is the cause of untold sorrow. And partake of that bliss of attaining Brahmajnana. Shivananda is a great Karma Yogin. He did a unique, unparalleled, unprecedented work. He wrote 300 books. He had a big ashram. He held innumerable conferences. He opened branches of Divineness Society all over India and all over the world. So they saw his activity. But we also knew he was Sankirtan Samrat. He rejoiced in singing and chanting and dancing to the chant of the name of God. He was a Bhaktottama. He was a great Bhakta, great devotee. People in Sargashram in those days before we knew him, when he lived a life of seclusion and sadhana and intense penance and meditation, knew him as a great meditator. a silent, indrawn, withdrawn person, always reflecting upon God and always inside the closed doors of his kutir, meditating, meditating, meditating. He wrote a book, Concentration and Meditation. He wrote a book, Dhyana Yoga. He says meditation is the ultimate key to attain illumination, enlightenment. Meditate, meditate, meditate. He encouraged all his followers to do meditation. Whether it is Nirguna, Advaita meditation, or Sakar, Saguna, Bhakti meditation, he said you must meditate. Get up at 4 a.m. and meditate. Start with 15 minutes, 20 minutes, then slowly increase the time. Meditate morning and evening. And during holidays, increase the sittings to 3 sittings. Meditate in the early morning, before dawn, meditate at midday, meditate at the evening. When you are retiring, you can even have 4 sessions. Like that, he laid great stress on meditation. He devoted a whole volume for explaining, translating, and commenting upon the yoga of meditation expounded in the Yoga Sutras by Maharishi Patanjali. He was a mystic meditator, but at the same time, he was a Kevala Advaita Vedantin in the line of Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya Parampara. People in these Vedantic ashrams in and around Rishikesh, Haridwar, they knew him as a towering Vedantic figure. He was all. Basically, he was a yogi who sought union with the divine and found it, and proclaimed it to all as the goal of life, and showed all the various ways and means of attaining that union. So he wrote a book, Japa Yoga, how to attain that union with God through japa. Japat Siddhi is a sutra in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. Japat Siddhi. Perfection can be, divine perfection can be attained through recitation of the, repetition of the Lord's name also. Japa. May His blessings be upon all of us. Radiant immortal Atman, beloved and blessed, children of the divine, sadhaks, seekers, spiritual aspirants, yogis, devotees of God, selfless servers of mankind through this ashram and this society. We are considering the verses addressed to the mind, Manacha Shlok, composed by the great all-renouncing Guru of Emperor Shivaji, Sant Samartha Swami Ramadas. And we consider yesterday 75, 76, 77, and today's portion is 78, 79, and 80. Swami Ramadas tells us here, in these 3 verses. In 78 he says, that unfortunate man who has no faith in the divine name of God, that unfortunate man will be beset with innumerable troubles and sufferings. Wretched is that person. Pitiable is that person who does not have faith in the name of the Lord. He is always worrying and anxious about his life here, about samsara, about the secular life. He says, he uses the word palmer. All this is avoidable, but this wretched person does not know that there is this all-saving name of God. And needlessly, he puts himself into 1,000 torments due to his lack of faith in the divine name of God. When the bestower of liberation is by your side, why unnecessarily break your head about these things? Kaivalya Data, Bhagavan, he uses Kaivalya Data. Then he goes on to say, it is a waste of time worrying about things here, because no matter how much you are going to worry, that which is destined to happen to you through the operation of the law of karma is not going to change because you are worrying. Just consider this. So it is wasteful, useless, futile. You occupy yourself with something more positive and creative. There is not indefinite time for you at your disposal. Life is to end one day in death. O man, therefore, while you are here, seriously engage yourself in the process of crossing this ocean of samsara, crossing this ocean of birth, death, rebirth, this cycle, unending cycle of Punarjanma. That is what the intelligent person has to do. That is why I have given this human body with intelligence, thinking, feeling, and access to great illumining and enlightening spiritual books, our scriptures, works of saints and sages. No other form of living beings have access to this vast repository of knowledge that can liberate you. Therefore, when this golden chance is given to you, why do you ask about doing vain things, unnecessary things? Concentrate on how to become illumined, how to cross this ocean. Bhavasagara Tarnopaya. He says, try to find out the ways and means of crossing across this ocean of samsara. And I will tell you the secret of crossing this ocean of samsara. Enshrine in your heart Shrivara and Hara. Swami Ramdas says, enshrine in your heart the twin deities of Shrivara and Hara. Shrivara means, Shri means Lakshmi. Shrivara means Lakshmi's divine partner, Narayana. And always, no matter what deity he mentions, he equates it with his beloved Sri Rama, Raghuvar, Sitapati. So he says, enshrine in your heart Shrivara, which means Lord Vishnu or Narayana, and Hara. Hara means Lord Shiva. See? Mahadev, Vishwanath, Shankar. Enshrine in your heart Hara and Shrivara, and thus easily cross this ocean of samsara. And then he adds a little funny bottom line to the third verse, verse 80. He says, before you enshrine Shrivara and Hara in your heart, make sure that heart is clean and fit for them. Because there is something sitting in your heart which has polluted and made it dirty and unfit for these divinities. And what is that? He says, there is an obstinate donkey in your heart called envy. Envy and jealousy. No doubt that Gurudev added in his universal prayer that let us be free from egoism, lust, anger, greed, hatred, anger and jealousy. Jealousy is a canker. He says, there is in your heart an obstinate donkey called jealousy. Kick it out. Take a stick and throw it out and give 2 on its back so that it will not return again. See, if I return, this is what I will get. I won't get a grand reception and flower garlands. I will only get a stick, big stick. And so, he says, cross this ocean of samsara by keeping in your heart and mind Sri Rama and Shiva. Forget this samsara, where one never has true satisfaction, and cast out from your mind this obstinate donkey in the form of envy. Donkey, he used an old Marathi term, nikara. Ni the dirga, nikara, matsara. See, it rhymes. Cast out this nikara in the form of matsara, this donkey in the form of envy. If you do this, then by the grace of the Supreme and by the grace of your Guru, the ocean of samsara would be left behind. You will be on the other shore of immortality, liberation, and eternal bliss and divine perfection. That is the verse 80 in Marathi Shlok of Samartha Swami Ramadas, which we have been considering these many days through the grace of the Supreme Being and to the loving Sat-Sankalpa of our Holy Master Gurudev Swami Shivananda Maharaj. And we are all very fortunate. We should all thank the Supreme and thank our Holy Master. And I consider myself thrice blessed because these wisdom teachings are being shared from this seat through me as a channel and a medium. And therefore, I am very, very blessed indeed. I thank the Supreme, thank the Holy Master, thank you all for enabling me to do this little service of sharing. By being here in this Samadhi hall, in the early morning gathering, collective prayer, collective meditation, silence. So I thank you for your divine presence and for your attentive hearing and for very graciously receiving that which has been shared from this seat. Thanks to all. Thus, Hari Om. Tat Sat. Paramatmaya Namah.